The 7th of March, 1891, the Chit Chat Club met. I think it was in M.R. James's rooms in King's College, and original poems were read. Mr. James read A College Council, Mr. Benson read Tobogganing, and Mr. Bosanquet read The Dean's Story, which has survived. That cat, sir, black and yellow, and blind and deaf and lame, is on the books as fellow, and ranks in all but name as master, said the junior dean, and told this tale to me between our efforts on the bowling green, as I repeat the same. There entered at this college some dozen years ago a man that hated knowledge and held that books were low. Your thoroughbred patrician weed can run uncommon quick to seed. I judge my chapels. To proceed, he lived on staircase O. He never stinted tenors. His tip was seldom less, and when he ran at Fenner's, he ran in evening dress. Became what you would call a blood, 1 part whiskey, 3 parts mud, the kind that chews the devil's cud and chews it to excess. His sinful soul was spotted as any groom's cravat, and grew so far besotted with self-indulgence that, impelled or night by freak of fate or liquors that intoxicate, at any rate, returning late, in passing through the college gate, he kicked the senior cat. She rose in silent sorrow, inscrutable, obese, resolved that on the morrow indignities should cease. Her couriers, the chapel bats, proclaimed the tryst to fens and flats, and midnight found 300 cats encamped on Parker's Piece. That night, about 1:45 or something more, men say the college porter sat up in bed and swore. He cursed the bell that broke his sleep, in tones to make a bursar weep, in metaphors as broad and deep, then loath unbarred the door. It was no common cabby that pealed the midnight bell. It was a grizzled tabby, a cat he knew right well. And lo, behind her through the night, a long procession loomed in sight. Cats, black and yellow, dun and white, blue-grey and tortoise-shell. Their pace was soft and solemn. Their claws were bared to wound. In dim, fantastic column, a dreadful dirge they crooned. He counted near 300 pass, in single file across the grass. He heard the crash of breaking glass. That heard, and hearing swooned. Against his shoulder creaking, the gate swung to and fro, and round the turrets shrieking came gusts of wind and snow. Yet men that are not wont to dream declare they heard a human scream that unmistakably did seem to come from staircase O. A help about the dawning unlocked the outer door. She found the window yawning and snow across the floor. An empty bed, no blood, no tracks, no corpse in cam or on the backs, for whom the wrath of Pasht attacks is seen on earth no more. The only clue that fact supplied, I personally have verified. The cats in all the countryside were sleeker than before. No proctor, dean, or master has more despotic right of dealing out disaster than satisfying spite. The most unbending democrat does homage to the senior cat, and verbum sapienti sat, it's just as well to lift your hat in passing. So, good night.